It's
Have you pressed play?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm a pro at this.
Yeah.
Live?
From time to time.
Oh, we're live.
From time to time, I'm a pro at this. How have we been, gentlemen?
We are back on the Smoke Sessions podcast. By any means necessary. Make sure you like and you subscribe. Make sure you send Viraj very hateful messages on Instagram.
You don't need to do that.
Write some hate speech to Tyler. Because you know he's...
Just be careful not to be... be careful not to be too racist.
Yeah. Make it adorably racist, not too racist. And we are back for another episode. Well done, everyone. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for having us in your living rooms, before or after your evening wank, wherever you're having us today. Thank you very much.
If you're on your drive back home from work, hope you had a great day.
If you just broke up with your ex again, congratulations. Don't go back this time. Well done. She's gone. She's gone forever. She'll sleep with your best friend.
Are you okay?
I feel like that one.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, bro.
Okay.
That one there sounded like personal experience.
No, that's never happened to me yet. It could happen one day.
Man
God
said
forbid.
yet.
God forbid that
You
happens.
said yeah with chest as well.
If you're... Alright, okay, I know your answer, right?
Yeah.
Let's say one of us, like you just broke up with a girl and one of us slept with her. What is Tyler's course of action?
I mean, I've only had one ex in my life, and if you manage to sleep with her, all I can say to you is good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Viraj would tuck us in. He'd make a cup of tea.
Funny. We know that episode 2 is episode 2. It is the most controversial episode we've ever done. Hands down, without
And we've said a lot of messed up stuff on this podcast.
We've said enough stuff to get us cancelled, yet we haven't been cancelled. So
Muhsin,
clearly,
I think Muhsin just gets cancelled and comes back. He's got this.
I've been cancelled many times. Sometimes I cancel myself. I'll be honest.
No, to be fair, you have to G-check yourself every now and then because you be staying too crazy otherwise.
The other day, sometimes I recall like really mean stuff I did to people in secondary school, and I'm like, I cancel myself. I was so mean.
Did they deserve it though?
No.
Okay.
No. It was pure Patreon. This is for... Oh my god.
Oh, what, like that?
Bro, it's so bad. I unlocked a memory yesterday while driving back. You know, you're just thinking about your life.
Unlocking memories like they're side missions.
Yeah, I unlocked a memory from like year 8 and I was so disappointed in myself. I had to call Farhan just to like vent about what I had done to someone. And he was like, yeah, that's really... And Farhan's not a good person either, right? And even he was like...
he said...
That was really messed up. And you've heard his comedy.
I was about to say, Farhan, as much as I don't know him too personally, he's definitely got a bit of bastard.
Yeah, he's not a good human being. These were terrible. Speaking of hateful messages, we thought it'd be fun to read through our hate comments on good old TikTok.
How bad are they? Or how good are they?
I mean, for the most part, a lot of it is not everyone should have a podcast, which, by the way, guys, please work on better material.
Yes.
Please, I'm begging you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one comment that got like 30,000 likes, yeah, cool, whatever.
It got 30,000 likes?
It got 30,000 likes, but that same clip got like 350,000 likes. Yeah. So what do you want us to do?
Exactly.
What do you want us to do?
If you don't want us to have a podcast, why don't you try and fill the void?
Wait, 350,000 likes?
Yeah.
Not views.
No,
likes.
So that was a like.
That's mad.
On the same clip.
How many views did it do?
Like 1.2.
Oh.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that blew up like crazy. So
I forget we do okay from time.
Yeah, you really do forget that one point. Yeah, we were out there.
You know what's interesting? When people comment, not everyone needs a podcast. They comment it on videos that have done really well.
Yeah.
Comment on the ones that have done badly. We've got loads of that have done badly.
I think what the problem is that they comment it early.
Yeah.
And then look stupid.
Possibly.
That's what I think it is. Because what else could it be? Also, another one. Why is everyone saying tough watch these days? There's nothing tough about watching a TikTok clip. All you have to do is scroll up if you don't like it. You're just
Nothing's a tough watch.
You're encouraging our engagement. You guys need to do better. If you want to hate, stay silent. That's the best thing you can do.
I quite like it.
If you don't want us, just vote us out. We'll find some people to replace us, but this will continue to go on.
Find who to replace who? Bruv, we are fucking dogs in this thing. You just wait about finding someone to replace us.
I'll be honest, I quite like the hateful comments.
Oh, I love it.
They're exciting to read.
I don't have TikTok anymore, so...
It's actually, it's phenomenal
I see it on other people's accounts.
You don't have your own TikTok page?
No.
Really?
Deleted it.
I was about to say, I swear you were making TikToks.
I was once upon a time. Now, for me, it's just like I don't need that in my life.
Wait, let me see if I can actually find it. Right. So
someone else last week told me, or last month told me how many subscribers I have on here, what
Yeah.
we have on here. I was like, oh.
They're paying attention at least.
Where the flip is it, right? Oh, yes. I think it was the results day one. Yeah, there you go. Why does everyone think that they can make a podcast nowadays? 15,000 likes. We have 393,000 likes on that clip now.
How mental it is for anything to get 390,000 likes.
We touched 300,000, 400,000.
That was the one I did 2.1 back.
And no one called. We touched that many people, and no one called the police.
Well done, guys.
Well done.
I don't know why I high-fived to that. That was outrageous.
That
was outrageous.
On the topic of calling the police, how did you get a job? Like, how did you get employed?
What? Because he's black. The way you
I
said
mean, to be
it.
fair, you set
The
that
way
up,
you said
set
it.
yourself
No,
up
the
there.
way you said it.
Nah,
That's the way your brain went as well.
I was like, you know what? Yeah, I didn't want to be the one to say it because I didn't want to do him dirty. But you, on the other hand, you're just
Yeah,
a dick.
Viraj, you made that sound. That's a HR moment right there.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, my bro. If I'm being
I'm
honest,
happy for you.
if I'm being honest, it was all nepotism.
Nepotism is great
But
when
this
it works
is
for
the
It's
you.
not what you know.
This is the
it's
thing.
who you know.
It is like the way of working, the world of work at this current place in time is just who you know.
Yeah.
And can they put you in a position that allows you to get in front of someone? That's genuinely all it is.
I'm working an entry-level job, right? So what is basically a grad role, earning like twice the amount of money after tax. Nepotism. That's all it is. And the same way, so me and my dad already had this agreement. We were like, I get this isn't what you really want to do to begin with. But now that you're here, you get to meet all the people that you want to meet.
You find your
And
way
especially,
through.
so HSBC will do it in a way where they advertise jobs internally before they send them externally.
I like that.
Companies there.
If you
More nepotism.
Yeah, it's pretty much that.
Yeah,
If
kind of way.
you have a good relationship with the person that's in charge of the department and you apply for that job, more time you're going to get that beyond someone else who's outside of there because they don't understand the work ethic for HSBC or the working environment or anything like that. Because especially they don't want to spend more time training new people. I went through that training. It's long. It's a long training. You're just sat there just watching stuff.
What's it been like going from the cinema to here? So consumer facing to business,
Oh, I love it.
corporate.
I love it so much because it's the case of now you're just speaking with people and there's no dickheads involved. Not really. Like, you know, the way, right, where something goes wrong in a retail job. Well, you wouldn't know. You know when something goes wrong in a retail job, yeah, and then all of a sudden the customer thinks it's specifically your problem.
Like you invented it.
Like you
or when
were
they
the
complain,
cause of the entirety of their bad experience.
or they complain about the prices to you, and it's like, what say do you think I have?
Yeah, it's-
I think the prices are crap too.
Think about it, like, so to give you an example, especially for pricing, in the cinema, right? So there's a lot of people that works there that were under the age of 21. Minimum wage under the age of 21 is like £6.80 or something like that, right? £6.50 maybe even. View increased their prices like a few months back. A regular popcorn costs £7.
£7.
A regular popcorn. They're working there,
Wow.
and if they wanted to buy a popcorn, and without discount, that's an hour of their work gone. That's an hour of their day just vanished.
Wow.
Yeah,
They're worth one popcorn an hour.
less.
Less than one popcorn an
Yeah,
hour.
because if you buy popcorn and a drink,
You're fucked.
which most people
That's
do,
£11.
you know it's in their
It's
interest.
almost 2 hours of
Something
their life.
just occurred to me. It's in the cinema's interest to make the popcorn extra salty or extra sweet
To buy a drink.
to buy a
Coming back.
drink.
That's why I remember one time, yeah, this is a funny story. I had a bad day at work already, so I just wasn't in the mood for anything. Someone came up to me, yeah, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this popcorn is too salty. Do you think I could get popcorn that's less salty?" I just looked at her, and I just walked away, because I just found that too stupid, bruv. This is not Burger King. You can't just have it your way, innit? I can't remove the fucking salt. It's pre-popped, bruv. Which, by the way, surprise guys, cinemas don't make fresh popcorn.
They used to.
They used to,
When we were
but
kids, I remember them making
they
it.
used to, but
Yeah.
margins, bro.
Yeah. I remember in
Margins.
Cineworld, they used to make it. They'd have a big window where you
Yeah,
could watch
yeah,
them
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
If you want freshly popped popcorn, you need to go to unupscale like every
Yeah.
month or something like that.
Even
if
there,
you're going
bruv.
Odeon, Cineworld, View, it's all pre-packed,
Yeah.
vacuum sealed, job done.
Swear down.
Yeah, and the margins on the popcorn itself is nuts because they only pay something like £10 for these bags, and the bags are fucking huge.
Charge them £7.
I went to the Selfridges cinema, and even that was pre-packed. That was even worse than the Cineworld popcorn.
How much more expensive was it than like a normal Odeon or View?
It was the same price for next to nothing.
Sounds
Like
about right.
the portions were nothing. By the way, do you know how I know you never had a part-time job?
How?
You called working in the cinema a customer-facing job. As if when you work in the cinema, you're actually looking the customers in the eyes. Do you really?
Have you worked in a cinema?
No, but I know in any part-time job, I never looked one customer in the eyes. It was, what can I get you? Cool, here you go. Next cunt, here you go.
I would be the best at customer relations, customer-facing jobs. I am good at that.
No, you know what you would do if you worked in a job like that? You would try for the first day, realise no one respects you, and then you just give up.
Everyone goes through this.
How did you stay there for so long?
Depression.
And money.
Yeah.
Capitalism is the reason why I stayed there. My need for money. Because it was like, it reached that point where it was only supposed to be during my masters, right? Masters was done. It was now the choice of get a proper job. Well, I mean, COVID happened, so that wrote everything off. So literally this last year, it was either get a proper job or get another retail job. Now, I'm not going to just move from one retail job to another because that makes no sense to me. Mm-hmm. It's going to be the same shit's pay. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be the new person there, and I'm still going to be as fucking miserable. Mm-hmm. So I just stayed. It was really that simple to me in my head.
Most people hate their jobs. I wonder, can you since you've got the internet in front of you?
Yes, sir.
Do you mind looking up what percentage of people in the UK hate their jobs? Let's guess while he's looking up. What would you say, Viraj? I'm saying over 80% of people dislike their jobs.
I think it's just 50%.
Really?
Half and half.
Half and half.
I don't think it would be a half and half. You know.
What's the internet saying?
He was closer. 55.6.
I was gonna say 50.
That's still a lot. Less than 1 in 2 people.
More than 1.
More than 1 in 2 people hate their jobs.
Yeah.
No, it's less. It's less.
Oh, fuck.
Right, you are right. You're the one that does the PhD.
I don't know things.
I swear you're good at
You're supposed to be good at this stuff.
I just keep quiet until I
just
can...
talk about the metaverse and Web3.
I just keep quiet until I can get out the meeting and Google what everyone just spoke about. Literally.
That is pretty much everyone.
That's working.
That's pretty much everyone.
But 55% of people in the UK hate their jobs, right?
Do you hate your job?
No.
Do you hate your job?
I'm loving it.
Don't have a job.
You got nothing to hate. And you spend 9 hours a day there. Oh my god, that's not fun, is it?
No, it's not fun at all.
That's not fun.
It wouldn't be fun even in the slightest bit.
Do you dislike any of your jobs?
In my life?
No. The ones you do currently.
No, dislike's a strong word. No.
No, hate is a strong word. Dislike is not a strong word.
No, I don't dislike anything that I do. Do I want to do all of them forever? No.
Fair enough.
I'll be ready. So I'll be leaving my PhD stuff next year once it's done.
So once you're doctor.
Yeah, because my goals. So I signed up to do the PhD, but my goals never extended beyond doing a PhD. So once the PhD is done, that's me done with that part of my life.
Yeah.
I finished it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I completely.
It's like it's not going to be one of those paintings that I'll never finish. This painting will be finished.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and it'll be finished, inshallah, next September.
Right, it's been that long already?
4 years.
Flown by.
It's
been that long already.
I mean, you've completed, in a way, almost completed academia.
No, I have. I've completed education.
You get
Bro,
I got to the last level of education.
That's the last one, yeah.
And I've been expelled before.
If any of your teachers were to actually read this podcast and see that you're the kid, and remember you as being the kid that got kicked out for going into school with a knife, they'd be so confused.
I've seen teachers that have known me from them.
Yeah.
So the school I went to, after being expelled...
You turned into a governor there, I swear.
Yeah, and I'll speak to my teachers, and even sometimes they're surprised.
How do you go from kicked out of school to governor?
Turn your life around.
Pettiness.
Also that.
What, do you have to apply? I assume you apply for it, right?
No, they asked me.
Okay, that's even
They
more
asked me.
confusing.
They asked me if I wanted to be one. So you're unemployed. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. It's fun.
Are you enjoying it? Well done.
I am quite enjoying it.
So for those of you who don't know, Viraj lost his job for spitting on the floor because he lost it at his desk. And then he started twisting his nipples until security escorted him out. And then he went into the canteen and started pouring warm gravy over himself, saying, "Are you happy now? Are you happy now?"
I don't think they've ever served gravy.
That's disrespectful.
I want to go more along the lines of how he managed to get all of that off the top of his head.
Yeah, but that's insane.
I was picturing what would happen if someone truly broke down at work. Because we've all thought about having a breakdown at work, where you just say, "Fuck it."
I've seen people have... Oh, not that type of breakdown.
Yeah.
But I've seen people break down at work, and I'm like, do I act like a corporate robot, or do I go like, yo let's go talk, let's have a conversation?
Yeah.
Because half the time, all I want to do is have a chat with people because I'm sat. Well, most of the time I was sat in front of a screen, and just going through the day's work. I know what I need to do. I know what needs to get done. I know what I need to prioritize and everything. But it's nice to be in a position where I can now take a step back and really assess what I want, what I really actually care about, and how to divvy up my time and refocus myself on what my just cause is. Because for the last 6 months, I've felt I've gone AWOL in terms of everything else that I do, and I've just been on autopilot again.
You have had no time for the last year. You've had to really really manage your time for the last year. Like when you're scheduling meals and okay,
But
I have
always done
30.
that.
I have 11 minutes and a half for a shower today. That's bad.
No, it was never that. I mean, at one point it was that bad.
Yeah.
But in the
I was
last
about to
2
say,
years,
yeah.
in the last 2 years, it's been that bad. But I was always scheduling meals. Like I always want to lock in a time, 6:30, 8 o'clock, whatever it might be. But I'm always open to. My calendar always has that buffer period. But it's nice to be in a position where I have time to think. I just don't need to squander that thinking space.
Yeah.
Just fill your head with Netflix and TV shows.
Oh no, someone's, especially after starting my first 9 to 5, yeah, I really do miss all the free time I had. Fuck me. I'm in the office Monday to Friday.
Yeah. I love a good commute once in a while, but every day is different gravy.
Long in it.
Different gravy.
Long.
So
But my job, I can't really, especially started it.
You can't do it remotely.
I can't do it remotely so far, no. There is the opportunity later on, but I need to learn all the systems and everything.
Well, that's fine, right? You got to put in the groundwork first, and then get to it.
Yeah.
But now I'm really trying to push for finding something I not really enjoy doing, but finding something that allows me to learn again in a different capacity to this role. I mean, I've got a job for life from what I did. I can use an Adobe system, and I want to keep building what we've got here and getting the content that we should have got out in the last 6 months and get it to a point where we can do this more regularly, and that will come with the opening of the lounge and getting us and us having a location that we can just all commit to.
Yeah.
If someone's not there, fine, everything's good. We've got that central cafe, and then there's an opportunity for a business, and I want to pursue that. But first, I need to think. I need to spend time thinking and just getting in amongst my head about what I want, because I enjoyed this role up to a point, and then right now I feel as if I just hate the corporate. I hate the corporate identity. I hate everything corporate because there's so much red tape. You can never do anything done, get anything done. But realistically, it was such an amazing opportunity to work in a place like that, and I want to have the ability to understand and play that game, not just constantly charge it to the game. I want to understand how.
Oh
to
no, bro!
play
That's the one thing I've learned about working, even just this first week. Corporate life is very much chess.
It's completely
chess.
It's chess, checkers, and whatever that Chinese game is.
What the fuck is the name? I know exactly the one you're talking about.
The one the Google thing did.
Yeah.
Kung Fu.
Yeah, this is why he's gonna get cancelled. What's it called?
Let's go.
Yes.
Go.
Yeah. But bro, everyone there is trying to one up each other. It's very much dog eat dog out there.
It's crazy, but I don't want to work in a culture like that. I want to work with people that.
Do you know what?
We it's by any means necessary. We're not saving lives here, but we feel like we're saving lives.
Yeah.
If we don't do an episode, I know we all feel bad.
Sometimes we're taking lives.
Brother,
Okay, calm down. Okay, you maybe, not the rest of us.
Oh,
I still say what I said on the last episode. The fact that we were uploading the episode, so this will be 2 episodes ago. The fact that we uploaded that and people were commenting saying we were waiting for this by itself, even if it was just 5 comments, but that's 5 people that are actually fucking with our shit so much. They were waiting
absolutely.
For it. That's amazing.
And I think we've got a great, you can talk about blah blah blah, this that and the other. There is a niche here. The people that like the lounge vibe, that just want to talk and have conversations with a range of different people, and we feel that they fuck with us because of that. I mean, that's why we started it.
Exactly.
Because we miss the lounge, we miss that central cafe, and I love it because we never get away from that feeling. Because every time we do it, it's therapy. It is just hanging around, having a conversation, chilling out, good vibes.
For the most part, yeah, because this what we're doing right now is no different to if you just stuck a camera up while you were just chilling in a shisha lounge when you actually think about it.
Exactly.
But then it's also the case of a lot of people don't really have the opportunity to get this vibe or have never experienced this vibe.
Some people don't have friends.
Some people don't have
It's
friends.
legit that simple. There's a lot of people out there who don't have friends. I think that's easily taken for granted, you know.
Oh, having friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Not everyone has friends. For whatever reason. Multiple reasons.
And it's weird when
Some people
you
don't
find
have-
someone
yeah.
that has a lot of friends.
Or think they have a lot of friends. I don't think
Yeah.
people have a lot of
I
friends.
mean, I would say personally, I've got 2 friendship groups. You, man. And then my boys from uni I used to live with, and that's about it. But even then, you know when most people say, yeah, I've got about 4 or 5 friends, I've got about 16 at least.
That you would call a friend.
Yeah, that I would definitely call a friend.
I've got one.
You got one?
Who?
I'll let all of you decide who it is. I'm joking.
That's it.
I was about to say, if it's not me, I wouldn't care. You're just here because you're probably going to be the famous one and we need the clout for the podcast.
No, we're all gonna do well in the things that we do. I
hope not.
Perseverance.
No.
I hope you do well.
Oh, can I put my feet up? Is it
Yeah,
disrespectful?
just fuck it, do it.
Okay.
The one thing that I will suggest, and especially you live in a corporate life as well, you would agree with this. This is for the audience. Don't spend the entirety of your youth chasing the bag, right? Because these are the years where you can make your decisions, where you can make your mistakes.
100%.
Your 30s is more the time where you need to start cracking on, yeah, and sorting your life out.
You know what?
And even then,
I'll
people
go a step further. I would say that, you know what? Just fail as fast as humanly possible. Get yourself back up and do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah,
Until the
to be
failure
fair.
gets longer.
Yeah, but this was like what we were
Actually,
saying.
never stop failing. Always learn.
This is like what we were saying earlier when we were setting up, and I said I was being stupid. You need to be stupid in order to be smart. Because
Yeah.
you need to learn from that lesson. You need to learn from failure. If you
How-
fail, don't let it take you down.
However, I remember we spoke about this when we first started this podcast. When we say stuff like this, although I agree, we are speaking from the perspective of people from middle class backgrounds who don't have children or terrible situations.
Not wrong.
If you're like a working mum, you had the kid when you were like 18, no dad, no family,
Yeah.
you ain't got time to make mistakes because guess what? School uniform,
Yeah.
bills,
True.
you know?
Yeah.
Like shit is hard.
That is-
Housing
But I
crisis.
think there's always a way to learn.
Yeah, start a
within
nails business, sell his nails. Shout out Top
Within
Mr. Talk
that
TV.
No, but I feel like you see now. But here's the thing, though. Whatever your circumstances are, you shouldn't let them limit you and your personal growth. Yeah, sure, you're a single mum and you're probably working in retail to make ends meet and all of that. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you can't have a little side hustle. And if that side hustle fails, fuck it, try another thing. It's really all about maximizing your time, G.
I would say the one thing that
Some people make their kids their side hustles.
yeah, and that's okay.
Like they turn Project Mbappe is
Yeah,
making
but
your
it is
kids a
a
side hustle.
It is a
Yeah.
side hustle. Making a home is a side hustle.
And you know
Because
what?
making
yeah?
a home is fucking hard.
Because
Like being a homemaker is difficult.
And
But
what else?
perseverance.
Yeah.
Perseverance above and beyond.
Oh yeah,
everything
absolutely.
else.
Yeah, you have to persevere.
Just
You
stick
have
with
to.
it.
You have to. But back to that Project Mbappe point, yeah. Even that, yeah, because a lot of people will say, "Oh, yeah, that's fucked up." Yeah, you shouldn't be forcing children to do things like. If first of all, if the child enjoys it themselves, then that's not an issue. If the child doesn't like it, that's a different story, right? But then it's also the case of it's a parent spending time with their child.
Yeah. And also, if you give a child a choice between doing something or nothing, a child will choose nothing every day of the week.
Do you think so?
Yeah, when they're like 9 years old and you say you can either go outside and get some exercise or stay home and play on your PlayStation.
Oh,
Right.
PlayStation.
Stop shouting at me.
Subconsciously.
Stop shouting at me.
Subliminally.
I'd hate to have a kid that does nothing.
Stop shouting at me, bro.
Like, what does this kid do? What does this kid do?
I'm about to
I
punch
thought-
you out.
I thought it was at me for a second. I was
Nah,
like,
this is
what?
what me. My childhood was spent playing PlayStation.
Well, you didn't have like playing the game.
Yeah, but
sports.
you're good at it.
You didn't have it. You weren't in any clubs as a kid.
No, my parents never used to let me out the house because I grew up in East London
Damn.
and that was just not a safe place to be.
Damn, I was in clubs.
I could have been going and walking to one of the clubs, yeah, and I could have ended up being a statistic. So they just took me out of the situation altogether. Which I don't like. So my
I was
upbringing.
really in clubs. I did economics club. I did psychology club.
How old were you?
You did what?
I did psychology club.
The fuck is wrong? I'm a psychologist. I didn't go
That's what I'm
psychology
saying.
club.
So how old were you?
I wanted to learn about psychology.
how old were you?
I was. How old were you when you started your A-levels?
16.
I was 14.
14. Wait, you don't start your A levels at 14.
No, but it was prepping because you didn't do
So you're
psychology
doing about
yet.
15, 16-ish.
You went to Hogwarts, bruv. What the
My
hell?
man said psychology club.
Psychology club.
I wanted to keep my options
He
open.
wanted to join mathletes,
I
but it was
wanted
full.
I was not smart enough to get in. I did the test. I flopped them.
Do you know what's fucked about it? I said that as a joke, and he actually did the test.
Did the test twice, and then the third time I was like, I'm not even good enough for this.
Were you guys stressed about your SATs exams?
No.
Yeah.
I revised for my SATs exams.
Mad stress.
And I still got all threes.
I was the kind of
Mad
person
stressed.
that could go to any flipping exam and just pass no revision.
Really?
I was that person.
Yeah,
you know what?
flopped my SATs.
I hate people like you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because I still think about the moment. I genuinely I will never. You know, you talk about unlocking memories.
Yeah.
Unlocking memories. This guy ruined me genuinely. When he was like, when he broke down what I did for my youth years.
Oh
right?
yeah, we've got this as a clip. We've got this as a clip.
Died. It was horrible.
Oh, I thought we did.
No.
But genuinely, it was horrible because I didn't realize that I didn't do anything else except for study.
Is this why you're like this?
Yeah, this is why I'm built like this. This is why I cherish, like, genuinely, like, I have people that come and go in my life, but I swear to God, when I find good people, when I find the people here, when my sixth form guys, right, and the people I went to school with, like, I cherish that so much. I might feel alone in the world from time to time, but I know there's people around me that have been through the thick of it, or some muggy waters with me, but aside from that, I ain't done shit. I ain't done anything. There was no clubs. I wasn't a sporting phenomenon, right?
Yeah.
I just did education, and this guy does a PhD.
Do you wanna know what? I feel like in another life I really could have been an athlete.
I think so.
Because I have the genetics for
with
it.
your commitment to gym, I think so.
I do have the genetics for it, and I ain't even gonna lie and say I don't have the genetics.
I don't
for
think American football is the thing you would have excelled.
Oh,
at,
it wouldn't have been that.
but something else.
But it's the fact that for never having done sports in my life, and I not only was playing American football,
I
but
could see you
playing
as a
it.
gymnast.
What do you reckon?
I think so. Gymnasts never pick up a weight. It's all body,
Yeah.
which I find nuts. That's
So,
why I love the Olympics.
if I had to do a sport, what sport would it be?
I'd love to do.
Can't be
gymnastics.
basketball. I'm only 5'9".
Nate Robinson's 5'9", or is he 5'6"?
Yeah, but he's like no. There
It's a
are
freak
people.
of nature.
There are
Steph's like 6'2",
basketballers, right? So there was like this guy Muggy Williams, I think his name was. He was 5'5" playing in the NBA,
5'5".
but he was a genetic freak.
Bounce.
He had not only did he have the hops, but his hand-eye coordination is like unlike anything you'd see. But definitely not basketball. My genetics didn't go that far. Football, didn't really ever have an interest in football. What else is there that you can make money off? Tennis, I feel like I'd be decent at, but
Golf.
To this day.
don't have the
I'm trying to find the clip.
I don't think we really had the disposable income like that for me to get into golf. You don't know what F1. I was literally about to say F1 would have been if there was anything, F1 would have been the one I would have loved to go into.
Do you remember Rahul from?
Yeah.
He's got into F1 now, and he drives go-karts and he races in competitions and stuff.
See, now, but the issue with all of that is you just need the disposable income because
F1's madness.
the amount of money needed to get into these competitions to run your car and all of that is not anything cheap at all. It's nuts.
I can't find the video.
Starting a business is easier.
I can't find the video.
And somehow cheaper.
Yeah, £10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's capitalistic economy, buddy.
That's
That's why we love it.
what it is, man. It's what it is.
Should we read those comments?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do this now before we sidetrack.
Have you
into
ever
anything
felt
else.
bad from? Have you ever felt hurt from any comment anyone's left?
No.
Never.
No.
I couldn't give a shit about what people think about me, and I think I made that clear from last
I
episode.
don't read.
You have to really think to yourself what kind of person it takes to leave a comment like that in the first place, you know? You got to be a real
I don't actually
weird
think like that.
I don't even
I've
leave a
I've
comment when I
never-
like
I
something.
was gonna say I've never even liked given a good comment, and yeah, he's spraying hate. Like, what's wrong with you, man?
The comment section though is such a nice place sometimes.
Do you know what? Yeah, I love the comment section because, especially on TikTok, and it's reached that point where everyone now does the same thing. You'll see like a fucked up TikTok, or it's just a person, and it'll be like, maybe they'll have something wrong with them. Yeah, we don't need to get too specific and start offending people, but there'll be something wrong or something weird going on. And one of the first comments you'll see is, I ran straight to the comments.
You know what else I like, right? There'll be like a midget, right, on TikTok, and she's kind of attractive, and then you go to the comment,
Hear me out.
hear me out.
On the top comment will be, I'm hearing everyone out.
I'm hearing everyone out.
I'm hearing everyone out.
Or someone will write to the bio.
You know what I'm saying? Alright, cool. One of the hate comments though is, and it's especially always to do with your seating position, and this one gets me. So do we say, you know what, fuck it, we're going to even bait the people out. We're giving your usernames as well. If you're going to show hate, yeah, and do it publicly, you're getting publicly name and shame. Dom.gwp said, why he be sitting like one badby? I mean, not today.
It's not today, but usually.
Not today.
Usually.
What do you mean? Oh my god.
Don't ever do that again. Ever. Don't ever start. Ever.
That was
You
sexy.
understand? Don't do it.
Yeah, but to be fair, because
I do sit like a bad bitch. He's not wrong.
You do all this, how is that even comfortable?
I sit like I don't have balls. That's the problem.
But you don't do the cross leg like me.
You sit like you've already sold $1 billion for 40. You've sold $1 billion. Sold a company for $40 billion.
Yeah, but that's just manifesting, isn't it?
And you're trying to work out your next move, but it's got to be a passion project.
Genuinely, I was having a. Oh, sorry, we'll talk about this later. I want to do the hate comments. You give me the opening. It will just go back.
A lot of the hate comments are directed towards him.
Of course they
I
are.
hate it.
Of course.
People hate me on this
But
podcast.
he loves it. He really
I love
loves
it.
It's them ones, the fan favourites, yeah, and I don't want to blow my own whistle, yeah, but it's either me or you. People get onto Ali for no reason, because
I
Ali's
don't
just there for
understand
vibes.
why though.
I don't get it.
It's
But
bad.
they hate you.
They hate me. But listen, at least they feel something. The worst thing you can leave your audience feeling is nothing.
Facts.
Not wrong.
Make them feel something like Kobe Covington, the UFC fighter, Kurt Angle in WWE. They hated him, but they watched him.
Who's the not Kobe? Who's the one? Who's
Chael Sonnen,
You know what I'm on about.
Yeah.
Chael Sonnen.
the bad guy.
He leaves you feeling the type of way.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, I even did it down to where the comments were on the clip, because I'm just that productive. So that was Dom.gwp on My First Kiss.
Oh, really?
So we can even revisit the clips while we're here, so we can actually see what they're talking about. But I'm not doing it on this one because
It's a bit long.
it's a bit. You actually no, you search them up and I'll keep reading the other ones.
My First Kiss.
Yeah.
There's a lot of clips.
There's a lot of clips.
How
We
many
have
clips how many do you have in total?
I don't know.
150 by
How
now.
many videos? do you have?
Oh, 150, bro. That was cleared. That was cleared.
Remember,
Over
pre-
300.
Okay.
Pre the lighting setup and everything, we were doing like 30 clips an episode.
Yeah, you were.
Madness.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
Good times. That was
Simpler
tough.
times.
That was tough.
Simpler times, but
simple times.
difficult. What else do we have here? This one, it was from Gen Z Can't Relate, yeah? High Off That Grass said, bro on the right, wear some shorts, wear some pants, that's the shorts. I know exactly, you know exactly what shorts they are. Those ones, yeah. Those shorts are terrible.
This was
Those
even
shorts
summer.
were disgusting. Horrible shorts.
It looks like I'm wearing
In
nothing.
fact, yeah, I want if we're bothered enough to edit it, we need to superimpose you with those shorts on so the audience can see what we're talking about, because that was a horror.
That's horrible. It's horrible.
You look, those were terrible. I saw so much thigh, it was ridiculous.
You don't know why you didn't like it.
I hated it. I hated it entirely. From the moment I saw you on my drive, I asked what those shorts were
He
about.
hated it so much, he came up with a new word. Entirely.
What was the
That's
new
a
word?
word.
Is it? Or
Yeah,
am I pronouncing it?
entirely is.
Entirely.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Unlocked.
Dictionary corner.
Unlocked.
That's got to be a word.
Entirely
I
is a
leave
word.
the corporate job for one day. One day.
Entirely is a new word. Yeah.
Entirely.
Entirely is how I pronounce it.
Entirely?
Entirely? I don't know. Maybe
You did add an R. You did add an R, but entirely
It's
is a
okay, I
word.
forgive you.
But
I
there's an
forgive
R in the
myself.
fucking words.
But I don't think you pronounce it.
Well, then
Entirely?
that's entirely.
Entirely. I don't know.
Entirely. I don't know.
I was having a
Wow,
bad
good God.
day that day as well. I was annoyed with you guys because of the shisha situation. I was tired. It was taking ages.
You know what?
My balls were cold.
He pronounces it almost correctly.
Almost correctly.
How's it supposed to be pronounced?
It's either pronounced correctly or not.
Entirely.
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 She even moves her lips.
Imagine having a girl who speaks like that. Ugh.
Entirely.
Entirely.
I don't like whoever
Just
that
go to
is.
Silicon Valley. I'm sure you'll find it. This is like weighty.
Oh, bro, this is a £50 case. If I dash this across the room, it's fine. This is
Have
drop
you
proof.
actually done it?
I've done it before just to prove a point. It's drop proof to 20 feet.
Madness.
What else we got?
What else we
I
got?
apologise for questioning your English.
It's
You do
fine.
classics, it's my bad.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh, this is from me saying, remember when I was saying that you should take Sweet One can never take me out to a horror movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a man said, how's a king getting scared of a horror movie? Quite simply, by existing, okay? I don't like them. What do you want me to do? What, you man watch horror movies for fun, so what, psychological stress for what reason? That is a form of self-abuse. You need to go talk to someone. After me for what, please? The fuck?
You raise a very good point there.
Like, yeah, why are you scaring yourself for fun?
We don't need to do that.
We should screenshot these comments and send them to our editor to put into the video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be good.
When we do it, just send me the bits and bobs. You know what to
No
do.
artists. To be fair, some of the other ones, yeah, are just like just funny ones I found. They're not all hate comments. Like, do you remember the time when everyone called me Black Andrew Tate because I said I'll do stupid shit if I had $1 billion?
Did they call you Black Andrew
They called me
Tate?
Black Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate is mixed race.
So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I had never seen Andrew Tate at all in my life. The minute I saw that comment, he started showing up on my For You page.
You summoned him.
It was like
You
whoever
summoned him.
commented that summoned him for me. But yeah, so
You summoned him like a toxic genie.
so Dre.Pill said that from the When I'm Rich clip says, I'd hire 2 private investigators to follow each other if he was a billionaire.
That would be funny.
I'd like
That
to
would
see.
be- would
That
be
really
good.
is a,
And to see which
which one gets
got
the
to
other.
which-
Yeah, that's a test of someone's
It'd be
metal
like
right
the
there.
Spider-Man meme.
Yeah. How would you reckon it would play out? Because would you think it would reach a point, right, where they both agree to meet up in an area to investigate each other, then the fact that they're actually investigating each other from across the fucking area?
They would lose their shit at the person who hired them,
Oh,
team
absolutely.
up and take them down.
Maybe.
Yeah,
But
and
what
get
if
them
there's
cancelled.
a third investigator that's like the control variable?
Shit. He's just there to kill the other two once they find out.
He's there just to intervene when necessary.
Make a good film.
Oh shit, alright, cool. Break up and glow up clip, yeah. So after you said that you had a glow up, yeah, someone commented, what glow up?
Who? Him?
Who
Me.
do you think? It's always him.
That's rude. Well, I
You
didn't
have
hear
mine.
your mum complaining. Did I?
Alright, cool. His name is, what's his name? You man have some weird fucking usernames. SXI.69.
Have more respect for your
Probably
your
means
stepdad.
sexy that 69. You need to find where that person lives.
I 69'd his mum.
Punch him up, okay? I don't know why you're still sat there all comfy and that.
You're right!
Lift the fucking table and go punch him up because man's out here trying to chat shit on your shit. I wouldn't have that personally, but that's just me, innit?
I'm very attractive.
Hair, Essex, Muhsin is. Yeah.
No, I'm good looking.
I
all
won't
the
lie to
time.
you. I feel like we did you dirty there because we should have really said something, but that
Essex
silence was about.
Essex
I'm
Muhsin
good
is-
looking.
is good looking.
Trust me, I'm good looking. I thought about it.
I think you've got comedy, so you don't even need to.
I'm
Good looking.
really handsome. I could be a model.
I think you could
I could be a model.
in your head. You're like an honorary Gen Z guy.
Oh my god! I just remembered the house party stories. People actually commented their own.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, when I had a house party, a friend of mine did a line in front of my dad. You man have no manners.
Definitely white people.
You have
No
to be.
way.
I'm sorry, but I don't see that happening in an ethnic house. I won't lie. That's no manners.
My dad
That's
would
shameful.
My dad would bounce your head off the kitchen
My
table.
dad would fling man out of the yard like Uncle Phil flinging Jazzy in Fresh Prince. Ah, yeah, you're fucked.
Also, why are you having a house party where your parents are still there?
Some people do
Some
that.
people do that. I've been to a few house parties where, but the parents are cool about it too because they'll be out there drinking and like chatting to people. That's fine, but there's no drugs involved.
I went to a 23rd birthday party in Ballon. Friends from school.
Sorry to cut you off real quick. Is that rolling again?
Yeah.
Shall I reset the timer?
No, it's all good.
Alright.
It's all good because the other one's wrong.
Alright, cool. You
With
said
technical difficulties, we're just still getting back into the swing of things.
house party in Ballon.
And his mum and dad were there.
As you do. Doing lines of cocaine.
No, not that. But he was like, I was doing
They
the
were just
shisha.
smoking weed instead.
I was doing the shisha and he was like, can I
Yeah,
have
but
some? I was
shisha-
like, perfect.
The shisha's calm. I mean, don't you remember we had a barbecue? We were smoking the shisha outside.
No, I wasn't because I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, you were in India.
You were in India. Fuck, I forgot that was just that big period of a year where you just weren't anywhere.
Oh no, I was on the way to France.
No, this was road trip, V.
Road trip.
Oh yeah.
I forget that.
This is culture.
I forgot that like, during that summer there was multiple variations of V.
This was getting vitamin D by any means necessary.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that Viraj.
There was a lot of
There
vitamin
was
D.
a lot of vitamin D, especially in the back of that. Well, when I say back of, especially in that Mazda. That was a good Mazda.
So much vitamin D.
That was a very good Mazda.
What else?
What else we got?
My dad told me a story about a party he was at, and his pal got clotheslined running from the police, and the woman that hosted the party got her kids taken off her the next day, and they were put into foster care because of how bad the party was.
That went wrong.
Project X.
I looked at a lot of these 2 months ago. As I was reading that, it just got worse.
I didn't know that's how Tracy Beaker started. That's the backstory.
I wish they did a backstory with Tracy Beaker.
That's the backstory.
I have so many questions.
Read it again.
My dad's told me a story about a party he was at, and his pal got clotheslines running from the police. And the woman that hosted the party got her kids taken off her the next day, and they were put into foster care because of how bad the party was.
This is so sad.
How are you running a house party when you got 2 little ones in the house?
That's not even where I want to begin with that, to be honest, because that's just a poor judgment move from whoever hosted the party, right?
Yeah.
Why was the police there? And why did someone get clotheslined? Discuss.
I need to ask what clothesline is.
So basically, as a person is running, you stick your arm out and they run straight.
Oh,
into
it's
it.
clothesline!
Yeah.
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 You know what it
that's
is?
a clothesline.
Someone saw that person running away,
Yeah.
right? And had been watching WWE their entire life and saw an opportunity
That Fed was
to
like,
finally use
that
it.
Fed was like, yeah, this is my time.
This is my time to channel my inner Hulk Hogan. Clothesline from hell.
Damn.
I hope the kids are okay.
No, those kids are having a terrible
Imagine
life.
it was the kid that's reading this. That's writing this.
If they're watching this right now, I'm so sorry.
Those kids are not okay.
What the fuck?
That party didn't go to plan.
At
Have
all.
you ever been to a Project X style party?
Well, where it just goes horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Every single party that Peter's hosted.
Facts. Yeah, that's true.
One of the parties that we went to in second year.
I miss Peter.
Yeah, same.
What's a Peter?
Valid point. We went to his house party, right? And there was this one guy that got a bit too licked and just started moving mad, yeah. And Luis did, yeah. So he did the funniest thing I had ever seen in my life, right? So Luis was talking to this guy and he was trying to ask him if he was okay because he was just licked out of his mind, right? And he tried to swing for him, and Luis, being Luis, yeah, obviously he didn't want to try and scrap back. He just looked like, bro, are you alright? Dragged my man to the DJ table where Satch was. Told Satch to cut off the music. Music cut. Everyone's now looking to see what happened. My man raised his hand and said, "Whose friend is this?"
That's amazing.
And this guy was so out of his head, he had no idea what was happening.
He was licked. He literally, Luis did the biggest power play of "Come collect your friends."
He tried to return him.
Literally.
He was
Whose
like,
friend
take
is
him.
this? Because this guy was just not okay. Because later on that night,
Did anyone own up to him?
I don't think so. Because this story continues. Later on that night, yeah, he's absolutely still steaming drunk, right? Party's locked off now because it's gotten too rowdy. He's on the floor, and of course it had to fucking be me, right? Because my head was already gone because some girl earlier that night broke my chain, which we discussed on the one where you didn't have the shisha and you were miserable, if you remember. She broke my chain, bad mood. So I see the guy on the floor, yeah, and even if I was in a bad mood myself, yeah, I was just there like, you know what, yeah, let me pick my man up and see if he's okay, all of that. I pick him up, yeah, grab his hand, he tries to swing me with the other hand, and I just lose my head. Head was gone. How
You tried to pick him up and went, meh!
Yeah, he tried to swing me with the other hand, and I was just there like,
What's wrong with you?
yeah.
What's wrong with him?
What's going on?
Did you ever see him around again after that?
No, because I'm good, because
That was his
I'll
last
have
day,
to
you know.
sit him down and have a serious chat about his life decisions. Because how the fuck you're getting that fucked and then trying to...
He's trying to really say to you, you thought this was over.
Wait, hold on, do you know what I was going to say? How are you going to get that lick to try to scrap everyone?
Oh,
Bring him to me.
Bring them to me.
Listen.
Oh, it could happen. That's what I was thinking while you're telling that story. I was like, I can't judge too hard. I've been that guy.
It literally just clicked on as soon as I was saying it. Like, hold on.
Have you been back to like a house party since you graduated?
I have a few.
Can't remember.
What are they like?
They're nice.
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
They're a lot more sensible.
Yeah, I have.
They're a lot more sensible.
Peter's had some.
Who?
Peter had some.
What,
After we graduated at his house, because Peter
No,
was still at uni.
but those are still very much uni parties, so I wouldn't count those.
Not in Egan.
Like, so
Somewhere
we're
else.
talking about just like a house party, just in
I
normal
don't
life.
think so.
They're a lot more casual. There's less drugs being taken, more just and it's not even like a party. There's music's running in the background.
Canapes.
Not that far.
Okay.
But you're just, you're drinking, you're chatting. I like that,
Yeah.
I like that a
I
lot.
like that.
And an 18-year-old me would hear that and be like, what the fuck? That's just not a party. But I really just enjoy just having a drink and having a great conversation.
It is nice, genuinely.
I don't like the sound of that.
I really
I'm joking. Now I do.
that.
It's lovely.
That's ideal now.
It's so
It's
nice.
a nice glass of wine, conversation,
Yeah, you can still get steaming drunk,
And
yeah,
shisha.
but it's just
Good to go.
not as bad, There's
good vibes.
there's a lot more manners to it.
Yeah, I like that.
I like it a lot.
I like
Civilized. Like a bunch of young gentlemen.
Oh, what else do we have here in the comments? Oh my god, we got retail stories. You will know nothing about this, but we can.
Go on.
Sarah B1778 said that she got a formal warning for being 30 seconds late once to a shift.
That manager woke up and chose violence. It was like, if anyone's even... She was standing at the door going,
Should've worked
3,
from home.
2, 1, late! You're late!
Should've
You're
worked-
late!
Are you listening to this guy?
Should have worked from home. Hybrid working.
You have no clue how the world works.
It's quite enjoyable.
Brother, and here's the thing, yeah, especially so when I used to work at View, yeah, it reached a point where I just didn't care. I'd show up 20 minutes late and no one told me anything. Because they should have just been happy that I was there in the first place.
I'll turn up
Should have
late.
just worked from home.
Fuck off.
Can I give him the popcorn from home?
There's them ones.
Yeah, he probably could have.
just
Knowing
Bluetooth-
him, he would have found a way to use a robot.
Bluetooth the popcorn.
Here you go.
Do you want a virtual drink as well?
So popcorn's an NFT.
You know what? You could do it via NFTs and
Of
then
course.
it's okay.
There we go.
No one wants that shit.
It would be the capability that you build would be quite nice actually. I might do that.
Oh, this one is getting me mad because I've had people try and tell me this. John Doe 658 said, "Bro, I got a formal disciplinary warning for having my phone and house keys on me. What's wrong with that?"
Your phone and house keys.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Someone really hates you.
And so I remember, the area manager for my view was trying to tell everyone you're not allowed to have your phone on you. Fuck right off, am I not having my phone on me? There's life outside of work. So you want me to be at work for 8 fucking hours a day, get maybe a half an hour break between however long that is, yeah, to check my phone, and life's going on around me.
you know
What
what?
if my mum fucking dies in that time?
This is true.
How else am I going to ignore my responsibilities at work if I don't have my phone on me?
See, now, here's the thing. That's the reason why they don't want their phone at work. So you're the part of the problem, right?
I don't want to do my job.
If you're just a normal, hard-working person going to do your 9 to 5, you're not there to have your phone on you. You're just there in case there's an emergency. You need to have your phone on you. Like, let's say, for example, people know that you're at work and you get a phone call, but they know you're at work, so clearly something might be wrong. How the fuck are you supposed to know that if you don't have your phone on you and you're on the shop floor for fucking 4 hours in a
But
go?
you can wear an Apple Watch, right?
See, now, like, here's the things. Smart technology is now the crux to that whole situation because, yeah, sure, you can have my phone, but I can still do everything on my watch. But some people don't have a smartwatch, or they can't afford a smartwatch, especially working a retail job.
But you can order a £600 iPhone.
You're thinking too hard into this.
Okay.
You're thinking too hard into this, and this is how you know he's not from the retail world. That's not the point that we're making here.
Okay.
The point is,
So you've got a £600 iPhone, but
I'm
you
gonna punch him up.
You can't afford a £300 Apple Watch. Which
Yeah, but they're probably going out on a contract where they're just paying like
Yeah, but
20.
That's because,
Yeah,
Viraj,
watch.
600 plus 300 is 900.
And if it was a choice between the watch and the phone,
I did not wash my hands after I had that chili sauce.
You just rubbed your eye.
Yeah, something chaotic about
Scratch your balls. Do me a favour, scratch your balls real quick as well.
No, that's just payback, isn't it? Tyler, what juju is this?
That's racist.
played yourself. I told you to be careful with it.
Yeah, I know! I
I
know!
told you to be careful with it.
And you're still doing it.
I'll be okay.
He's gonna be suffering for the next 10 minutes.
Keep going, keep going.
You might have to go wash your face.
I'll be
But
okay.
nah,
I filmed it before.
I do not agree with managers saying that you shouldn't have your phone on you. If the person is taking the piss and actively being on their phone, that's different. Then they deserve to be reprimanded. But you can't cancel out the situation by it not being an opportunity in the first place, because then you're limiting the person from experiencing their personal life.
And also, it's not prison, is it?
It's not prison.
Don't
You're not
treat
at
me like a
school.
child, yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? Give me a detention? Oh, you're going to get a formal warning.
One more and I'm going to take your phone off you. Am I 12, bruv? Go
Like, someone,
suck
do you
your
pay
mum,
my
man.
fucking phone bill to take my phone?
Suck your
I have to
mother.
punch you up, bro.
Twice on Sundays if you can.
You guys really don't like retail workers.
No, we like...
Sorry, retail
No.
managers.
No, retail managers are...
I had some good retail managers. I had some bad ones. The problem with working at retail is, especially when they hear manager, they do a bit too much.
I've had some cunts in my day.
They do a bit too much because, yeah, sure, you're a manager, but you're a manager at a retail store. Like, your life means nothing outside of these four walls.
A bad retail manager will have you the night before laying in bed thinking of a plan to just deal with them for the day.
Oh, I've had that many a time.
Strategize.
I've had that
Do
many
this,
times.
don't do this, because then they'll say that. It's the worst. It's the worst. It's so annoying.
It is just chess at every level.
Yeah.
We got any more?
Yeah, the retail stories, and a lot of these are making my blood boil. If I'm a minute or two late, they take off 15 minutes of pay.
How does that work out?
You make that make sense.
How's that even legal?
You get paid hourly anyway, so from the moment you clock in to the moment you clock off is however much you make. They do the maths down to the minute. How the fuck is then a minute or two 15 minutes?
Interesting.
That's disrespectful.
It's a clock in,
And
clock out system.
That doesn't sound legal.
That sounds like you're getting shagged.
No, but I'm thinking about it from a corporate point of view. Of like, if they can do that on a corporate level, like, because at retail level, in a corporate, sometimes you're given space to think, and you're essentially paid to think. Like if you're doing strategy, you need to think. Right? You need time away from like doing all of the rubbish, the day-to-day actions to think. But here, you're paid to just do what a machine could, right?
Yes.
It's very much
just
drone
operate,
work. It's
operate,
drone
operate.
work, yeah.
That doesn't seem fair if they're boiling it down to the minute and then ducking your pay.
Yeah, this is retail though. Retail literally is.
But you might need that space to think about like how can I okay, I'm gonna take it from the point, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, that you are trying to do well in whatever role you take, but you might need the mental space to like take a step back for 5 or 10 and be like,
Oh yeah,
"Look, I
to
need
mentally
space."
prepare yourself to work.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Some people need to do that. So and the argument on the other side will be, well, you should show up a minute or two earlier, but that's not entirely the point.
I know I've gotten up when I'm up in the lift, right, and I need to force the smile onto my face, and I do the Heath Ledger thing. I just
at
smile.
work compared to normal life is two different people. You at work, you need to be the best version of yourself.
True.
So you need to mentally get yourself prepared for
but
that.
post COVID, right, in this hybrid work that we do, it's got so mismangled that it isn't the best version of ourselves. It is this. It's this kind of extended version of ourselves, because you start seeing everyone's flaws.
Speaking of flaws, mismangled, that's not a word.
Mismangled.
Yeah.
I think it's just
It is
mangled.
now. It is now, right?
Entirely. You flagged entirely and then said
He
mismangled.
didn't say it entirely though. He said it with a completely different pronunciation.
Mismangled.
I should have not questioned him because he did classics. Right, so it actually might be the proper.
The word was right. The pronunciation was off.
The proper pronunciation he might be saying, and I'm just.
I don't know. The thing about English, especially, is there's so many different ways that you can pronounce words that it just apple. Like, well, actually, not apple. No, the terrible example. Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, tomato.
Potato, tomato.
Garage.
Garage. Garage.
Bath.
Yeah, a bath or a vase or vase.
Vase.
Never vase.
Vase.
Garage or garage? Depends on my mood.
Garage or garage.
Garage.
Depends how horny I'm that day. Garage.
Garage.
You need
Garage.
To stop.
You're some horny fucker.
Yeah. Right, I think we've hit
That's
the end
enough
of this.
comments because we
We can do some next week.
Yeah.
Right, shall we wrap this up?
Let's wrap it up. Say your piece, Muhsin.
Thank you for coming to the Smoke Sessions podcast. I've been Muhsin Yesilada. You can follow me on Instagram. This has been the Smoke Sessions podcast. You can follow Tyler and Viraj on their Instagrams. Just write our names in. We'll come up because we're incredible human beings. Like, subscribe, send hate mail to Viraj because he loves reading them. Make sure you
Send
comment
it to me
with
so
your
I can
thoughts.
read it out on this podcast.
If you like this podcast, tell us as well. And yeah, safe. See you next time.
Don't forget to share it with your friends.
Yeah, do that.
Share it with your friends.
We'll be doing more things soon. Don't you worry. Muhsin's working on a Patreon. I think.
I should do.
We'll be getting more content, more varied content out there. Don't worry about
Just-
it, guys.
By any means necessary.
Any
That's
means
the mental.
necessary.
Love you.
Alright, safe.